How are you today, Christopher?
Oh, well, we got to do this Marvel style.
Oh, no. I don't know what this means. Kind of scary.
In the year 215. Ah, fuck.
What? You always do that intro. Just every single time.
On a distant planet in the year 215.
This is not Star Trek.
Welcome to the Dorks Deduction Podcast, where we talk about stuff.
Hi, how are you, Simon?
I'm alright. Like, I didn't do much today. I went for a walk because it was a nice day, but then it was too nice. And it was too hot, so I went inside.
You're so British. It was just too nice today, so I had to go back in.
Yeah. I sat inside until the sun went away and then came home.
Nice.
Literally, that is what I did.
I've been, in the last 2 days, I've been sleeping in the box room because my side of the house doesn't get any sunlight through the window. So I sleep like a guest, but it's worth it when I wake up. And then because it's sunny through the window, I feel like sleeping in. I waste the day, so big ups. But I'm loving this weather, man. It's coming early, and we're finally getting some sun. Goodbye winter, you know.
I don't fucking like it.
What?
I don't fucking like
well,
it.
Yeah,
You don't like anything when it's nice. That's why.
Because niceties suck.
But you only use the word fucking once, so that means you do like it in a way. Well, anyway, yeah, because I'm the same as you. I suffer from hay fever, so being inside is my best friend. Just as long as I have a window, I can enjoy a portion of summer. But,
I don't even get to enjoy the window because like the kids are on holiday and they've just got a trampoline. So I'm not a happy bunny. No, that's one of the reasons I went out today.
Yeah,
Look at them
that would be what would ruin my day because they're off school, aren't they? Are they going back on Monday?
I think so. They start back on Monday.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but traffic in the morning now.
You know
it's
what?
It's going to be terrible.
I don't know what I hate more. Is it when they're off school and they're around?
That's what I've been thinking.
At school and they ruin your morning commute.
That's what I've been thinking.
Such a problem.
I think
that, and plus I have to deal with lots of kids at work.
They should not be allowed on normal buses. They should only be allowed on those special ones.
Yeah, the special ones.
Yeah.
The school buses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's start with 6
bars on the window.
So you know.
Yeah, that's only in this. That's only for that one posh school.
Those kids ruin everything.
They really do. They're so loud. They take up all the seats. They don't even let the old people sit down.
It's not about like just having a good time as a kid. You have to make sure everyone knows you're having a good time. Just make sure you're really loud when you laugh at a joke. And I used to do it even when I was in high school. I'd walk past a bunch of people and it would just be like they're laughing with their own little jokes. It's fine, but I'd always get extra paranoid. Like, oh shit, do I look silly? Do I have something sticking out? Or something?
Are they laughing at me?
Yeah.
I remember once when I was in college, I just blew up at a load of kids on a bus. It wasn't even the school bus or the school route. Yet there was a lot of them, and they would have been really fucking loud. So me and my friend just shouted at them, and they shut up.
I hate that. It's like the tiny little Nazis, and it's two of them. They're at the top of the bus, and literally it's full of adults going back home after work, and it's just those two little pricks that are making life worse for everyone, and they're throwing Skittles at people, and adults are bullied, and they can't say anything.
Yes, they fucking can, alright? Kids are shit, okay, and they need to learn how to do what they're told.
Those kids bullied the freaking
If they did that to me, I swear to God, I'd fucking scream.
I feel like when we get older, we're just going to... I expect you, Tom, me, or Daniel, or someone is... Daniel especially, because he... I remember when he first came like in Kingston, and he was shocked at how no one said hi on the street or anything. So, like, it's going to be a point where one of us, when we're old, is going to go Harry Brown with a shotgun and just go, no, you can't just throw Skittles on the bus, all right? You take out your sawn off and say, throw it now. Go on, throw it now. Or something.
Oh, my God, that happened yesterday on a bus.
Really?
Some guy just really was outraged, and he was foreign, and he was so outraged that he couldn't even speak English when he was shouting at them. Then he got up and walked towards them, and then he just got off. He had to get off the bus. That's what everyone should do, though. Like, if everyone got up and started approaching them really in a menacing way, I would love to see them like shit their pants right there.
I'd love to see their parents afterwards, and they come along and complain, and then we would just like, hold on a second, do you know how much of a shit your little shit is?
You should just have a recording of them.
Like
and
you,
show it to them.
yeah, but I think I just hate them worse because I have to deal with them on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I have to see them every single day at work.
At least you're not back at school because you know it's not going to stay the same. You know, it won't be a continuous thing throughout the day.
I don't remember being that bad when I was in school.
No, there was only a few that were bad. But,
yeah,
but here's the
but-
thing: they generalise, and we right now we're generalising all of them as the same bunch. But not all the school kids are the same. But it's always the ones that are out in public.
No, it's
you know?
not, because I saw one kid who was just sitting by himself on the bus trying to ignore the noisy kids once on the way to work, and then they started throwing stuff at him. And I was like, that's just not on. And then some man told him to stop.
Yeah.
Terrible. Welcome to the Marvel episode, everyone.
I was just about to say, yeah, I hate this childish nonsense. Anyway, Marvel!
Superheroes!
Yeah, you know what? Kids would behave if we had superheroes policing buses.
There are.
Yeah.
There are in America. There's actually a league of people that go around and they're dressed up as their own superheroes. There's a whole documentary about it now.
But they're not allowed to do that because that's vigilantism.
Well, here's the thing: like,
against
they
the
make
law.
friends with the police. There's a couple that are a bit underground about it. They stop muggings and stuff, but some just do community. So, like obviously, there's one guy who's a super fan, but he's obviously too fat to do any karate kicks. So he just goes around putting up flyers about keeping a neighbourhood watch. And I don't know why he needs a cape to do that, but it's lovely. You know,
we should just get capes. I think we'd be happier people.
we could go
really
around
cute.
doing our own.
We could go down to Hackney and sort them out if we got capes.
And sort them
No.
out, do you mean
don't
take
know.
pictures if they ever do anything naughty?
Yes,
Added
yes,
thing.
and I'll keep those pictures in a log and in a spreadsheet with all their details on it.
I know. I actually know you would. So
All right. By the way, we didn't say I'm Carmen.
I'm Annie.
and I'm Chris.
Yeah, so Marvel Week.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Yeah.
This is the big year for Marvel now. This is
Yeah.
where it's already exploded. Everything's got now. Guardians has happened, and I'm pretty sure we all liked Guardians. So.
I think Annie loved it. Annie's going to love doing
I
this
bet she
episode.
did. Yeah. Well,
Let's
now,
not assume that we all loved it, because I don't know what you're talking about.
well, the thing is,
Annie, how many of the Marvel movies have you watched?
Yeah.
How many have we all seen together?
Avengers.
That's the one.
so as you can tell, we have Annie's a super fan.
Yeah, Annie suggested doing this one as well.
I just really wanted to be here and hear you guys talk about this stuff.
Well,
Of course he did.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet by the end of it, we'll make you interested. It's like when you hear a geek or someone talking about something they're really passionate about, and even though you have no interest in it, after a while, seeing how into it they are, or seeing it in play, you suddenly think, "Wow, you know, I'd love to have. I'd love to be that into what they're talking about, even though it's a bit geeky as hell."
Yeah, really? How far are you in with Supernatural now, Chris? Please tell me.
I've finished episode 3.
Wait, Bloody Mary was episode 5, though.
I had to watch that because you'd sent it to me. So I kind of... That's the good thing about Supernatural. It's not always continuous. So there is a
Yeah,
story
there's
underlining
episodic,
it.
yeah.
But it's like Buffy. You can just jump in when you can.
No, you can't just jump in.
Well, I do.
Buffy, you watch every episode and you watch it 10 times.
Oh, what? No. Sorry. Buffy, yeah, you do watch it in a line. But it's one of those shows where you can just jump in.
Yeah, because
after you watched
it's
it, it's
episodic.
fine.
They have, like, Monster of the Week.
Yeah.
So wait, is Buffy and Supernatural Marvel?
No.
No, definitely
Okay,
not.
that's a good point. Supernatural is actually owned by Warner Brothers, who run DC. But, yeah, let's go back to Marvel. And he's
My
just
dad
looking
really got into Supernatural lately.
Why wouldn't he?
I mean, he's 58.
Yeah, but why wouldn't he?
He I don't know.
Why,
not
there's no
just-
reason anyone shouldn't get into Supernatural.
It doesn't make sense to me. I think he's casually watching it because he ran out of everything else. He really watches, like, everything that comes out. He watches it. He's really into his series.
You know, I've given you a lot of leeway time about Supernatural because my rule is if it's taken a person 3 times to ask me to watch something, they need to know by that point that I'm probably not going to watch it. But even now, this is probably like the 60th time, and I am going to watch it. I will, because you've made it sound really cool.
Just had a little faith in you, and then you did it. Nice.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I watched Game of Thrones. No, do you want to know what happened? We said, okay, how about I watch that? You watch something I watch, and I watch something you watch. And he was like, okay, watch Game of Thrones. So I watched all of it, and I said, watch Supernatural. 3 episodes.
Okay.
Well, I said I will start Supernatural if you watch episode 1 of Game of Thrones. That was the deal. And it's not my fault that you got hooked completely and exploded into the 3-season gasm that you did.
Over the course of 3 days.
That was my little scheme, Tommy.
Supernatural, bruv.
Yeah, it's good though.
Welcome to
No. I've got a segue. Well, you know one of the lead actors in Supernatural, Jensen Ackles. He was almost cast as Captain America.
Get out.
Speaking of Captain America,
For
it
real?
is Marvel Week.
Golly
Is it
gee.
actually Marvel Week?
Well,
Is it like
it's the week of the podcast, so...
like Brain Cancer Awareness Week.
Well, we are going to put this podcast up at a certain week, and that week will be Marvel Week.
Okay, so are we designating it as Marvel Week?
Yeah, just for Dork Seduction, not for...
That is pretty
you know.
cool. I like the idea of that, actually.
Yeah, so it's
How is
Marvel
that
Week.
not a thing?
I think
Marvel
there
Week.
is... Well, I know Nerdist had a Marvel Week, but they had episodes with, like, the directors and Joss Whedon, Kevin Feige, and a couple of the actors. So that made it an actual Marvel Week. So this is going to be poor in comparison, really.
Well, I do actually have a special guest, by the way. Yeah.
Is
and
it Tom Hiddleston?
Better, actually. It is none other than Chris Hemsworth, and he is in the next room. I've got him there, and I've told him that, like I said, it was going to be a surprise, and I've got him in the next room ready to speak about...
Do you have Chris Pratt as well, and Chris Evans?
No, but give me time. But he will be speaking spoilers, so cover your ears when he does, viewers. He's a bit shy, so a lot of it might have to be interpretation, but he's here, and he's ready to divulge secrets.
He's doing it all through sign language,
Wait,
is he
is
not?
he the really good-looking blonde one?
Yeah,
He's the really
Thor.
good-looking
He's
blonde
Thor.
one, yeah.
He's the muscly one.
Oh,
Muscly.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
and
who
he's...
you're talking about?
Yeah, what? Oh, he's giving me the sign. 10 more minutes, he says.
I think
Okay, yeah.
Isn't he...
All right, yeah, he's fine. He's ready, but he's also had a bit of a chesty cough, and he's lost his voice a bit. He might try, but no. Can you speak? Oh no, he can't. But trust me, he is here, and he's ready to divulge secrets, viewers. 10 minutes.
Listeners, you keep calling them viewers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're
let's
just
call them
watching this
readers.
on your phone.
No, let's call them readers, like they do at that radio show.
Oh,
What radio show?
The Frank Skinner breakfast thing that he does on
It's
Saturdays.
Frank Skinner, that, the streets, you know, the dry your eyes, mate.
He's a
What?
comedian.
Frank Skinner and, like, David Baddiel and Frank Skinner. You know that Frank Skinner.
Oh, that Frank Skinner. Okay, I'm not thinking of someone else completely. I probably am.
You probably are, but I like that guy as well.
What, dry your eyes, mate?
Dry your eyes, mate. Buy a pie, mate.
I have zoned out so bad.
I had a certain point to make that was related, but I've forgotten it now.
That's
Was it?
alright.
Hey,
That's
that's
how
all
the
right.
podcast
Okay, no,
always
I
goes.
know what my point is.
Okay.
Listeners, we are recording this before Avengers Age of Ultron comes out, so if we don't mention it, that's why.
But we
Because
might
we'll probably
mention
be
some
uploading this.
secrets. So if it's come out before Age of Ultron, we can't be held responsible for what Chris Hemsworth tells us. So I'm just letting you know. I'm really plugging this right now.
What's that, Chris? Tom and cameos? Wow.
Oh, you're scowling at me right now for calling them viewers. I'm sorry. Look, this is how we do it in here. Don't fucking look at me like this. Oh, okay, look, we have a thing going. We beat about the bush every now and then. We got a panini this morning, so we're like friends. But
Should we name you something else, Chris, just to separate you from Chris Hemsworth?
I'm the Chris on this show.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what I was gonna
He's
say as
Thor.
well.
We're calling him Thor. Okay.
Can I just
What's
call
his
him Muscles?
What's his name again?
Thor.
Thor.
In the movie, Thor.
Oh, he's
In real
shaking
life,
his
Chris
head.
Hemsworth.
He's laughing. His face has gone red. Oh.
Let's call him I don't know.
Muscles McGee.
Muscles Mickey.
Let's call him that.
Okay, Muscles McGee. He was also in Home and Away, but I never watched Home and Away. I was a neighbour's girl myself.
Are you serious? He was in Home and Away?
He was in Home and Away for a couple of years, I think.
Oh my God, were you? Yeah, apparently. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. He doesn't care. He's got a low-cut top on.
He was also in Dancing with the Stars in Australia. Chris Hemsworth, Muscles McGee. How was Dancing with the Stars in Australia? Did you win? I don't even know.
He's shaking his head. But I think that was a lie.
You know what? Annie will give you a cuddle just to console you later.
But you know what, mate? You need to lose that top knot because it's just not in style. I'm seriously tempted to cut it. But yeah, okay, so Age of Ultron is coming out, and we're all anticipating this film.
Or has already come out.
It has already come out.
Because we're quite slow. Likelihood is it's already come out.
But I don't really, I'm not one of those guys that wants to see it on the first opening weekend. I usually like to have a cinema to myself. Oh, yeah, exactly. I don't want to have... I love people when they laugh.
Those fucking kids, they're in everything.
We've got an event page on Facebook, and there's a reason that it's 3 weeks after the movie comes out. It's so all the kids have already watched it.
Oh, yeah. You just got to avoid Twitter and all that if you care about spoilers, really.
Oh, yeah, that's the point. We've discussed this so many times. If you don't want spoilers, just stay off the internet.
Exactly. And I don't really care anymore, because there's no point getting angry, because if something's been released, it's not a spoiler anymore.
Yeah. Like with news, when you get news, it's like, oh, this happened today. Spoiler alert!
Oh. It's like, go fuck yourself, mate. Fuck off with this spoiler fucking alert. Fuck it. Fuck you up the arse, spoiler alert.
But when it's big enough, like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, it's a little bit more of a challenge, because these things are on memes. These are big plot twists that are just in a small joke that you'll gloss over quickly and be like, oh shit, oh no.
Oh yeah, and people would do it intentionally, wouldn't they, just to ruin it for everyone.
Oh yeah, there's people that go on message boards and it's their ultimate form of trolling.
No, if you haven't watched the latest episode, don't go on the fucking message board, you little twat.
Which was I watched an episode of Scrubs where I think Dr. Cox ruins the end of The Sixth Sense for the janitor. Fair enough, it's 10 years after, but you still think to yourself, there's people that still haven't watched that yet, and that's quite a big reveal, But that's a spoilers.
That's like an M. Night Shyamalan twist. People haven't watched Sixth Sense.
Yeah,
it'll probably be better than most of his movies.
I haven't watched it. But that in itself is another subject for another time. Your biggest spoiler that's ever happened to you, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so that goes on the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Along with all my other spreadsheets.
Shuffle your papers, go on.
So, Marvel Week. There's a reason Chris Hemsworth's
nickname is the spreadsheet.
We're also actually going to do a podcast on mild OCD and spreadsheet disorder.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It's just going to be me talking.
Spreadsheet disorder.
Yeah, I named it. I coined the term.
Yeah.
So if you want to reference it in any books, please pay me money.
Sorry, you were just about to go back on topic and I really interrupted you at that.
And it's like, yeah, we should probably talk about, Marvel movies, seeing that's why Chris Hemsworth
he's rolling his eyes right now, and I can tell he's getting. I'm sorry, man. Like, this is just what we do.
Chris's time is Muscles McGee's time is quite limited, so we should crack on.
Yeah.
So Annie, what do you think about the Marvel universe? Cinematic universe, not television. That's a podcast for another day.
I lost you when you said Marvel.
All right. So Annie is, of course, going to be very talkative during this podcast. Chris?
Ask me. Hands up.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Oh, you caught me off guard there. But, well, in my opinion, the Marvel Universe, I think they're hitting all the right films to hit. You can't go crazy with these things. They started off with more down-to-earth things like Men in Black, Blade. Those are all Marvel.
Shit, we should probably have done this before. Marvel Universe, as in the cinematic universe with Iron Man, Hulk, the Avengers bit.
Oh, the connections, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no. As in the properties that are owned by Marvel Studios. Okay. Rather than... Because they didn't start getting their rights back until the mid-2000s. Because they almost went bust in the 90s, I think, and sold off all their properties. Okay. Which is why you have Sony and Universal and Paramount releasing... Well, we had them releasing Marvel properties, but Marvel's probably, I think, regained most of them now.
I think, aside from all the geekiness, what they've done is very impressive. It's hard enough to make a film series which has the same characters, the same... I remember how big a gamble Lord of the Rings was when it was making all the films at the same time. But then you've got Marvel, which is not just making continuous films, it's making a whole series of different films with different themes, really. Like, the one's a World War film, and they're all taking part in the same universe with the same continuity, and the directors are working together with each other to make these stories meld together. And everything makes sense because of that, because there's so much collaboration, and it's just wonderful to look at. What I think is going to happen, though, is at some point it's going to be too oversaturated, and the films are just... maybe Avengers 3 will come out, and they've dealt with the most powerful thing they can deal with. Like, I think that's probably going to be Thanos or Galactus or whatever.
Well, actually, and it'll probably be Avengers 4.
You think
Because
so?
we've got Avengers now, has already been released. Age of Ultron will be released in the end of April.
do you think it'll be a two-parter for Thanos?
No, because they've already announced that the two-parter's in development. So it's Infinity War Part 1, Infinity War Part 2.
Oh,
you have to look at my notes.
I really hate that trend in films right now.
Yeah, but you know what? I think Marvel has got such a big scope. They have decades and decades worth of stories. They can actually do it.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, Harry Potter 7, that didn't really need to split.
It didn't.
Because most of the first film, nothing happened. It was quite slow going.
Same
The
with The
action was
Hobbits.
in the second film.
The Hobbit with its...
Oh, yeah, 3
it's the smallest book, and it has the longest films trilogy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've heard Peter Jackson say he wanted to do The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings as 3 films altogether. So Hobbit would be part 1, and then the Lord of the Rings would be part 2 and 3. So that would have made a lot more sense, I think.
No, I'm glad they kept the Lord of the Rings as a trilogy.
Really?
I don't think you could change that. It's the best story.
Well, yeah, I guess you've got everything in there, really.
And
Yeah.
isn't it 3 books as well?
It is
when
3
would they
books.
Yeah.
Stick them together.
The Hobbit, the first ever book, was the smallest, and then you've got the Silmarillion, which has nothing to do with anything afterwards. That happened way before everything, but then there's a whole list of other books that we didn't hear about. Like, apparently Saruman doesn't die; he actually invades the Shire after the War of the Ring. And
is that fan fiction? It sounds like fan
no,
fiction.
no, this is an actual book.
Tolkien, he was just sitting there and writing all sorts. Most of his stuff came out after he died.
Yeah.
He was just sitting there writing all sorts of different kind of stories.
Yeah.
Related to it.
And it's wonderful to know that there's so much more to read about. But at the same time, compared to Lord of the Rings, a lot of this stuff is going to feel a bit fanfic schlocky, because Saruman invades the Shire now.
Why would anyone want to invade the Shire?
Because it's so easy to destroy.
Okay, so pussies want to invade the Shire.
Pussy.
Yeah,
Saruman.
pussies.
Christopher
Pussy.
Lee.
Pussies.
Oh, I
Not
thought you
Christopher
were-
Lee,
I thought pussy.
Pussy.
as in a cat.
As in, yeah. As in other things. Pussy's going to
Let's keep
destroy
it
the
clean,
Shire.
people. Let's keep it clean, people. So, yeah. So now we're talking about Lord of the Rings. So basically, listeners, we've solved crimes, we've, resolved arguments. Now we're just earning our dork card. We've reduced the shit out of everything else.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. We solved the Jameson family,
that's
dispute,
right.
and we put a lid on the discussions about CCTV. I think we sorted that out.
we conquered.
So we've conquered. So now we have to be dorks and talk about Marvel and somehow Lord of the Rings.
I think those films are silly.
Why do you think? How would you say that? The thing is with those films, it's like it's loads of different films. They're different genres. Yes, they're comic movies, but you've got Guardians of the Galaxy, which is like science fiction, and Thor, which is science fiction and fantasy, and Captain America, The Winter Soldier, the best Marvel movie that's ever been released, is an espionage thriller. It's not just, people in funny uniform outfits. It's actual different genres, different stories, and these stories have been going on for years around wartime America. Well, I think they came from wartime America. I know Captain America.
Captain America is so outdated. He has no reason to exist right now.
The thing is, I think with Captain America, they could make him a bit more realistic, because he was alive in like the 40s, right? So he would have been a sexist pig. He would have been horrible.
Yeah,
that would
But he seems like such a gentleman in Avengers and Captain America too.
That would make him more
It's
interesting,
just you just want to give him a cuddle, but then you realise, oh no, wait, you're from the 40s. You probably don't like the colour of my skin, and you hate my
Wait. Is Captain America Muscles McGee?
No, he's a different Chris.
Oh, this is different Chris.
Okay, this is going to confuse you. There's 3 Chris's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay, this is too much.
Actually, no. There's 4 if you include Daredevil, the Netflix TV show that airs today. But I still haven't watched the first episode. But there's 4 if you include him. But we'll be talking about the movie. So there's Chris Pratt, who's in Guardians of the Galaxy. You're so bored right now. There's Chris Evans, who is Captain America. Chris Hemsworth, who is Thor, and our Chris here, who is talking to us.
So that's 4 Chris's involved in the
Chris
Marvel
Hemsworth's
universe.
just in the corner giving us the finger.
He's wearing shorts as well. They're really cute.
He's wearing
my
board
God,
shorts.
this is getting better and better.
So yeah.
If I knew you had this fetish, I've got the Thor DVD down there. We can watch it.
I don't think I actually care about his face that much, but it's just nice that he's there. You know, when they get closer, you're like, it's this really cool, good-looking guy, and you really don't care about them. But as soon as you meet them, it suddenly becomes like a thing. You're like, oh, I actually care about this person. So I know he's standing in that room there with Chris right now, and
With us. We're all in one room together, Annie.
Way, yeah. And
We're all in one room, Annie.
intense, yeah.
You just ruined it. We're all in one room, Annie.
She likes your film.
Pass me the salt, Chris. Thank you for the salt, Chris.
You are welcome. Have some pepper.
Muscles McGee, can I touch your hair?
We don't need to pretend,
Your hair is
guys.
soft.
No, we don't need to pretend. We are.
This is a running joke.
Chris is in his bedroom with Muscles McGee, and we are in Tamim's mum's basement. That's how it goes.
This is a running joke, Annie. You've ruined it. You weren't there for the one shot. You weren't there for the one shot.
We can bleep it.
We'll edit that out. You weren't there. I forgot you weren't there.
I'm sorry. We'll
alright.
take it out. No worries.
It's like the whole running joke that you're from. Beep.
Yeah, okay. I had no idea. I should have listened to the recording.
Oh yeah, we also decided to pose the question to viewers: where are we from with our accents? See if they can guess.
I don't think I give a shit where we are from.
Lower middle class.
I wish I could do like an Australian accent. That would
All
be
right,
so
mate.
nice. I can't.
You probably
pretend to do that.
Put some prawns on the barbie. They don't say shrimp. They say prawns.
They don't
get
even
annoyed.
say. Apparently, they don't even say that phrase. They don't know where it came from.
Just like the Queen's, I'm not amused. Like she never said that.
She was always amused.
Not amused.
Or is it we're not amused? Anyway, this is all coming off the recording, so we don't even need to talk right now. We just
All
need
right.
to go back.
No, we could use some of it. We're doing a bloopers reel for Christmas.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
everyone does that.
Shit, that's
don't
gonna be
they?
a massive
Clip
edit.
show. Clip show.
If we're gonna do Tommy,
That is true.
if
we
we're
should
gonna
do it
be
in stages.
if we're doing a blooper reel, you've got to keep a log of where these things are.
Yeah,
because
you're right. We should make a thing of every episode, like keep 5 minutes of the
Like,
best stuff.
I just
Fuck
imagine
my life.
like
Okay, I'll do that this weekend.
me, Annie, Lana, and Yulia in a workroom, and you crash through the door with your cigarette and go, "All right, guys, blooper reel. Watch every episode and make me proud." And we'll just slam the door shut, and they're like, "Oh God, I've got to see my family."
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Okay. So what part were we on when we were talking about the Marvel bit?
Right. So I was just getting to a point. I love that, it's oversaturated, and I love that they keep a big, massive continuity of it all. That's regardless of whether you're a fan of Marvel or not. I think you can safely say that's quite an achievement. Obviously, they have a big, massive backing behind it now, and there's a big demand. But I thought for a long time, where are they going to go when it gets oversaturated? It's going to get to part 4, and everyone's going to be like, well, you always need to be bigger and better. That's just how it is. It's the Terminator 2 thing. You need to be bigger and better, and once you get to the most powerful guy in the universe, there's no one else to fight. That's it. But now I've realised that maybe their next direction would be X-rated Marvel films, like Deadpool is going to be R-rated.
They don't own Deadpool. Fox
Oh,
has
really?
Deadpool.
Well, my point
and
is...
Ryan Reynolds, that's in development already.
My point
But
is...
I don't think it's going to be X-rated.
There'll be R-rated films where it's a little bit more violent, and that'll keep things
Yeah, like
interesting.
Ghost Rider and things like
By
that.
X-rated, are you talking about porn?
No, R-rated.
Oh, no,
R-rated.
those already exist.
That already
yeah.
exists. There's Star Trek porn as well. I've
Definitely.
watched it.
Okay, so is X R for England, basically?
No, R is American.
Yeah.
But England, they have different rating systems.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we've got 12, we've got 15, we've got 18.
Yeah.
And we got unclassified as well. But
Yeah,
So what
for
is
the really
X?
bad stuff.
X is
X-rated. I think that is porn. Sorry about that.
that is porn.
So we were talking about porn all along.
Unintentionally.
Okay.
Unintentionally. What my point is...
Me and Chris, me and Muscles McGee, we should do our own X-rated version of Thor.
Definitely.
Invite Tom Hiddleston. You can have Thor.
I'm just going to be watching in the corner, aren't I?
You're going to be filming.
Yep.
I know your game. Look, he's smiling as well. Shut the fuck up, you little tosser.
Looks so cute.
Hey, he does. We can see him, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Look, come on, fella. Put the mouse back in the house.
Okay, so you was talking about it being oversaturated. I don't actually think it is. There's only been about 2... they average 2 movies a year.
Well, here's the
one
thing,
at the beginning of summer, one at the end.
I felt it did lose a bit of steam at one point, and you're going to hate me for this, but I kind of found Captain America 2 a little bit boring.
I liked it because it was a break from everything else.
It was a break from
break
everything
from
else.
interesting stuff.
And
No,
I...
because
Yes,
it just
yes!
felt like...
That-
it just
yes!
felt,
That's it. It was fine, and I thought the Winter Soldier looked amazing, cool, like he was Sub-Zero in Marvel for some reason. But then he took his mask off and he's all beautiful, and I was like, okay, it's one of these.
Yeah, but you know what? Sebastian Stan is beautiful, and he can't help it, so you can't bully him about that. It's like Muscles McGee.
I wish I could, though, Tom. That's the thing. I wish I could. But, yeah, it was a great climax, and it was really awesome, but there were certain parts where the ham just... I think that's Marvel's big problem. There's a lot of ham. There's parts where there's a massive giant worm taking over the city. There was a part in Captain America where there was a giant gunship about to blast Captain America and Black Widow out of existence. And I think they were going like, what do you think? Does my ass look big in this? I don't know. You know. And it's like, even in comics, I would shut the book. That's, I don't know. It's something about the ham.
Exactly. The comics are comics, and they're made in a specific way. When you make it into a film, it's not that anymore. It's something else. It's just them capitalizing on that. Like,
you can't have seriousness. There is a seriousness to it. Iron Man never took itself seriously.
That's why I liked it, because it was different from all the others. That's why I was saying that's what separates it from the others and gives it different genres.
But the thing is, there were certain elements where it would bounce between seriousness and I like that, but then you have a character called the Hawk who just happens to have his own metal wings, and I couldn't jump on board with that. The Falcon, I'm a casual fan, but he just came out of nowhere.
That was a bit laughable. The coincidence in that.
He'd been hanging out with them, and he was like, by the way, he's black, so by the way, check out this, and he has wings at home, and he didn't
have it at home. He was locked up by the government.
Yeah, but he had access to them, and he just knew how to fly.
I will admit that coincidence was a bit laughable.
Then you've got like Iron Man's fine. I got with that. It's gone on. They go on too long. Like it comes to a point where it's number 3, and they're going to upset someone.
Iron Man. After the first one was good. The second and third one was shit.
The second one was alright, actually.
Isn't Iron Man for 8-year-old boys though?
I think that's it. Maybe I stopped being young. Because the first one came out in 2008.
Tiny little baby boys.
But has sex in it, and it's full of funny jokes.
I think what happened was that Robert Downey Jr. blew up, and they had to pay him more money, and they're not going to pay him all that money when he's under the suit the whole time. So it had to change because he became the star. It wasn't Iron Man that was the star of the movie. It was Robert Downey Jr. Because he became a proper icon, because he had the massive comeback because of that movie.
Well, you remember he was really famous in the first film because he would... I don't know what it is, but he had little jitters, like he was still working out the last of the cocaine that was still in his bloodstream or something. So he had this kind of weird acting style that everyone loved. And nowadays, he doesn't quite have that anymore. He's down to earth. He's really cool. He moves. He glides like he's underwater now in his acting, but he still has that notability because everyone knows what he is and how he's a cool actor and stuff. So you're paying for the actor. He got so much more than everyone else in Avengers, and I think that's probably why it's cost so much.
He's getting $50 million for doing Iron Man 4 and Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Oh, there's an Iron Man 4?
Not Iron Man 4, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity Part 1 and Part 2.
See, now when you take numbers away, it gets really hard.
Okay, Captain America 3... Avengers 3 and 4. He's getting about 50 million.
So it's basically Avengers 2, Thor 3, Iron Man 4, Captain America 3, Spider-Man 1.
Avengers 2 was already part of his deal.
Guys, what are you talking about?
His previous deal.
I literally only hear names and numbers.
Trying to keep up with continuity with this.
What we're saying is that Robert Downey Jr. is getting paid a shitload of money.
Yes, in layman's terms.
They're making loads of money out of him. So.
Yeah, that is true. They do bank. Like, I don't think that aside from the Incredible Hulk, I don't think there is a Marvel movie that didn't do well at box office. And Incredible Hulk didn't even do that badly. It just didn't do as well as everything everyone was expecting.
What about Daredevil?
Don't start. That was Fox, and it was a terrible film.
Well, I
think that did well financially, didn't it? It just was a shit film.
This is where we come to the next part, which is the infamous Marvel films that aren't actually
Marvel films,
and that's how we'll actually grade it. It's not actually that's just how they are. There's Daredevil. There's the first
Elektra.
Hulk. There was the 1990s version of Captain America. And you thought this one was a dawn. Oh my gosh.
And Batman with nipples and his DC.
Batman with nipples.
DC.
That's
DC. That's DC.
Yeah.
That's DC, owned by Warner Brothers.
You've got
Listen, if
about
they're-
5,000 nerds right now just angry right now. DC! It's
My fellow
DC!
nerds are going to get angry at us
What
because
about
of you.
what about that guy that has the power to talk to fish?
Captain... Aquaman.
Aquaman, he's DC as well.
He also can
Does he
control
have a
water,
film?
I think. And he has a trident.
Not yet. But
Not yet.
like DC are
But
doing their own thing.
So,
that's,
yeah.
that's a story for another podcast. DC are doing their own thing.
They're
Oh,
doing
that
their
film
own
is going
thing.
to be so good. I am going to watch that film. It's going to be so good.
I told you we'd get her around.
Yeah.
To DC, this is the Marvel week. She wants to see Aquaman.
I really like Batman, actually. It's pretty good. I see what you guys mean sometimes. To admit.
Oh my god, Muscles McGee is getting really pissed off at you, Andy.
She likes Batman, but you're still number one. Yeah?
She wants to play with
Don't
your
walk
hammer.
out!
No, I'm so sorry.
Oh, you pissed him off, Annie.
He's gonna get
First of all.
Mjolnir. How do you say it, Chris?
Pneumonia?
I can't e-
He's gone
No,
outside,
as in
he's
the
only
hammer,
wearing
As in the
shorts.
hammer. I can never pronounce it
Oh,
right.
Monnier or something like that.
Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
This sounds very rude in a language somewhere.
He's going to get Mjolnir just to eradicate you, man.
Oh, but it'll look funny though. I mean, he might kill you,
Yeah,
but he'll be
but this
doing it in
is-
shorts.
This is a recording, though. No
know.
one's gonna appreciate it.
He'll wait until we stop. Trust me.
Is
He'll
he
be back.
back? Is he back with you there?
No, yeah, no.
Here.
Yes, he is, because we can see him.
He's back into the room right
Can
now.
you see? Tom, I need the salt back.
Here is the soul.
Oh, you
Pass
hit
me
me.
the salad, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So there are bad Marvel films, but this
But they're not
continuity.
the Marvel film. It's Marvel in inverted commas. They licensed the characters. These studios licensed the characters and did whatever they wanted with them, and
So-
got fucked up the ass.
So here's my biggest gripe with these sort of superhero bunches and films when they come together. There's characters that are gods, and then there's characters that are basically just superpowered humans that have the American flag on them. Which, if you, we all know by today's logic, if you put the American flag on your chest, it basically improves everything about you. You become more powerful, and that's just how it happens. But this is why I don't like certain stuff like the Justice League, where it's got Superman and Batman on the same team, because it's a
That's
balancing
just
issue.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's one guy can probably bench press the moon, and the other guy can throw a batarang really well. It's just. There's a balancing issue, and Iron Man on the same team as even Spider-Man. Like, he's cool, but he's not an Iron Man. He's not a god.
Yeah,
Captain
but-
America,
okay.
it's he can throw a shield. He can shoot a gun. I think he should
Okay, but
really
look-
get a gun.
Okay, you stopped. Okay, but look at Avengers, alright? Loki was the villain. He was a god. And before Thor came down to bust his ass, it took two of the Avengers, Iron Man and Captain America, to just subdue him. And he was only subdued because that's what he wanted. They do incorporate that. They know
So
there's
they-
a difference between a man and a superhero.
So they know that these two Avengers couldn't take him down. So
Yeah.
for the sake of the plot, he let himself get captured so that he could infiltrate them and obviously get.
Yeah, so
information.
it just shows that there is a difference between gods and men.
Yeah, I know
There's
there
no
is a difference.
contest.
My point is, at that point, one of them should just hang up their cape and let the god do the work, because, and I know they do. They made sure that everyone has their part. Oh, he managed to fix this in time, and
No,
you know.
okay, Iron Man, he's got brains, so he works with Bruce Banner a fair bit. Captain America, he is the leader. He is the figure that people idolise.
I know.
That's what makes him special. And Thor is the god of thunder, and he could basically do whatever he wants. Right,
yeah.
Muscles McGee? He's winking at me.
Oh, you're back, eh?
Yay! Now I'm interested in this podcast again.
Oh, that's what. Oh, Annie, he's all right. He went off because he had to get antacids.
I thought you
So
were
he
gonna
still
say-
hasn't gotten Loki for me?
No, he's
My
gone.
god, Muscles McGee, will you just give him a phone call? Oh, you did? Oh, he's on his way. Tom Hiddleston is on his way.
You'd be surprised how quickly that guy gets spaced. But yeah, so that's my opinion on Marvel anyway.
And that is what. Well, my counter argument is that they will have a place. They will have a role to play apart from Hawkeye. I mean,
He's going to
you
be the
can get
new
any
Captain
Archer.
America now.
What, Hawkeye? He's
Oh
not.
no, sorry, a hawk, Falcon.
Falcon.
Yeah, him.
The
And
thing is,
Hawkeye is
I don't
bollocks.
think he is. I don't think he is. I think it's probably going to be Bucky.
Hawkeye is absolutely boring. He's an archer. He's really good with arrows. And this is my point. You have Thor. He's got another. He's. It's like having a guy goes, "Oh, there's 4 gunmen," and one guy goes, "Actually, no. There's 4 gunmen and 1 gunman. I'm really good with guns."
I don't. And one guy that has like a little elastic thing in his hands. Like I'm gonna flick it.
A slingshot.
No, like a rubber band.
Just the rubber band. Not even a
and
slingshot.
it's gonna flick it on your arm.
Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. I will admit, like the Black Widow and Hawkeye. I mean, it's like, what the fuck was the point?
You know, Black Widow actually does stuff. She's a secret agent. She gets information out of Loki. She's very smart. But
Yeah, I guess.
It's so forced. No,
Yeah.
she's so
She's
forced.
just there because she looks good.
They have
in,
to have a good looking.
She looks good in that
powerful
outfit.
woman.
Yeah.
and this is where the male perspective comes in, and I'm all right with it.
That is true. I think men should be more objectified in these films and basically just all over the place, naked.
Swing a couple
They are. We see them topless all the time.
Yeah, and what they're wearing is basically like they painted their skin.
If this motherfudger was wearing what he was wearing now in one of those films,
I can't even imagine.
Like, have you seen... Okay, I'm going
Dribbles.
to sound like a pervert. I was just like, Chris Evans' bottom in that Captain America suit is quite, all right.
So that
that's
that
why
would
you like
be a
number 2.
motive for me to actually watch any of his films.
Why do you think we got so interested? This is why Chris loves these movies.
Oh, is that it, you guys? Because now I can see it. Before,
You
Chris,
understand
our Chris,
now. You're
Dorks
understanding.
Chris loves it because of Chris Evans' bottom.
I just said I didn't like Winter Soldier, but I love
Is
Thor.
it because he didn't show you his bottom?
Actually, no. If I do have a man crush on any actor, it's Idris Elba in Thor.
Heimdall.
Yes.
Heimdall.
Heimdall.
You know what? I think in Avengers, Loki should have taken over the world.
You know, we should have one episode at some point where we force Danny to watch a film and she just recounts it over 2 minutes and like, oh yeah, there's this guy.
you know what? That's a good point. If I actually had an argument, if I had just watched one of these films, I could give you exactly.
You watched the Avengers?
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago, and I know I didn't like it.
It wasn't even 3. It was almost 3.
Actually, like, I could tell the second that this film became pointless. Like, every 5 minutes, I would be like, yep, these past 5 minutes have been pointless. Like, it just completely goes over my head because it's ridiculous.
Oh, you haven't seen Fast 7. There's so many pointless moments in that
Yeah, I
film.
haven't seen that yet either.
I could not watch that film. I could
I actually
not
like the
watch
Fast
it.
films now because it started off like pretty shit and then, they had storylines.
You have to watch it for a different reason than the movie maker intended.
It's the kind of film you watch when you're really drunk.
It's not even that. You just watch it and just go, oh my god, I can't
It's the kind of thing you
believe
watch if Lewis Booton pays for you. That's why I went to see the last one.
There's actually, I'm not going to spoil anything by saying this, but there's a scene. They have ham moments, ham fisting. It's more than Marvel, where these two characters have a love for Corona and
Ham fisting. Did you say ham fisting?
Do you fist pigs?
What is that?
I think it's so strong with its hamminess. I think that's what it means. I hope it's what it means.
Ham. I'm really lost.
Well, if that's not what it means, it is now. We've done a phrase change now.
Take a
It's
bunch.
a Dorks official.
Take a bunch of ham slices for sandwiches and start fisting them.
We'll just send this
No.
episode to Oxford and they can do the rest.
They can amend everything for us.
Yeah.
Spreadsheet syndrome? What was it?
Spreadsheet syndrome is a medical fact that I came up with that will be published in journals and they will have to pay me for it.
Good.
Because I will get that word copyrighted.
Copyrighted.
Okay, so Annie, you're really excited about all the other Marvel movies coming out, aren't you? Do you know which ones are coming out?
Guys, I'm not coming to that film with you. I'm just gonna say it now, because I can't do this. It's been 2 years since the last one, and I feel like it's too soon for me to watch another one.
But it's Ultron!
And he's even bigger than the last guy.
What does Ultron even mean?
He's a machine!
And he's
What
Ultra.
does it mean? Do you even know what Ultron means?
He means life, Annie. He means death, really.
No,
He
the
means
word.
death,
Like,
Annie.
what does Ultron mean?
It's
You're
like-
saying it like it's a thing.
It's like Ultra on.
Ultra shiznit.
You know when they're gonna fight and they're like,
destroyed. I'm sorry, but my laughter just destroyed all the audio levels here, and it's gone to red. It's not even. I think I broke the ear canal of this laptop. It's like.
And we're sorry, listeners, if you had to hear that, and you now need to go to hospital because your ears are bleeding.
Down. Yeah, I'll fix it. Anyway, back to what we're talking about. So he's not just on, he's
ultra on. Because you know when they say, "Oh, it's on," that was the first film. Now they're going to be like, "It's not just on," you know. But to really make it smart, they won't say it's ultra. They'll just leave it to the audience. They'll be like, "It's not just on," and that's the end of the trailer. And then you see Ultron, and it's like, "Oh my god, it makes so much sense how smart this film is."
It's like saying it like between your teeth, being like Ultron. Yeah.
Oh, Muscles McGee, why are you shaking your head?
Because he actually knows the meaning of what it means. He can't tell us.
Oh yeah, you were in it. Right.
That's a no.
That's why you're on this show. But you picked the wrong time.
Nothing.
I don't understand why you're insulting these movies, because Joss Whedon directed Avengers 1 and Avengers 2, and I'm really upset now.
Ooh, I'm waiting for the comeback.
Do you see that box up there? Like, I cried.
Joss Whedon is a great guy, but I'm sure that if he had written these films, they would actually
He did
have
write
a
them.
meaning.
He wrote them.
Yeah, but like have full, free range over everything, over the characters. If it was his own creation, it would actually be good. But it's not. He had to work on material that already existed.
Yeah, material that he worshipped as a child and he's written for.
Yeah.
One thing I will say is, just because someone's into something and that person that's into it is really good, doesn't mean the thing they're into it is going to be amazing instantly.
Do you remember what happened when we did our presentation on Firefly? This is what Chris is saying right here.
There was nothing wrong with our presentation on Firefly. Didn't mark us well enough.
Alright.
I was going to say he's a dick, but I'll cut that out.
Better not say that.
Yeah.
No,
But he has no control over my grade now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, no, I'm still upset about that grade. Because I deserved a first.
I don't want to bring it up. I know it's a sore wound. I don't want to bring
I
it up.
deserved a first.
To all the listeners out there, if they care, was a lecturer at the university we went to. We should have used a different name.
Actually, I don't think we should mention him at all. We're using
No,
his
it's
full
not.
name and
Captain Sleep.
I'll cut out his surname.
and we can bleep the whole thing, the whole name.
Okay, yeah, we'll bleep it.
Oh no, it's the Manic Monday.
Unless everyone knows who we're talking about because you just said that now.
Wait, no, can I just take a second to ask the listeners, if you are jealous that I did an essay, a 3,000-word essay on Firefly, please email us because I want to be friends with you.
Thor's just laughing his head off at you right now.
Hey, he's not. He's laughing with me.
Well, he's kind of doing silent laughing, which is really creepy. But now he's...
Is he just sitting there with his mouth open?
He's just-
shaking?
We can see him.
He's doing the movements. It's just like he's on mute or something. But all right, he's stopped now. He's looking at us. Okay.
It's like when you have a giggle fit and you can't move or anything. It's just your face going...
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'm ruining this recording with my weird laugh. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry, Chris, because I just realized you're wearing headphones.
That's why I turned you guys down, so I can.
All
I
right.
can it's fine. It's fine.
Right. It's been 50 minutes. I have a suggestion. Can we do like a quick Q&A with Muscles McGee
Utilize him.
regarding the film that we've been talking about that I don't actually remember the name of, but
Muscles McGee, how cute is Tom Hiddleston in real life?
this is not really working in this format.
He expected someone else. I think saying Tom Hiddleston, he's rolling his eyes, man, because everyone knows what answer they want. He knows there's only going to be one answer to that everyone's satisfied with. In fact, he's just shook his head. He just shook his head. Are you happy with that?
Yes, I am very happy.
Yeah.
Okay, Muscles McGee.
He's being so ironic right now.
Muscles McGee, how wonderful is Joss Whedon?
Oh, tilt your head there, right?
Like a puppy?
Muscles McGee, will you go home with Annie at the end of the recording?
Oh, he didn't even shook his head. He just lifted his shorts up a little bit there. Oh, wow.
That's a very meaningful, subtle movement. I like that.
He's winking. Oh.
Yeah, nice.
Right. What questions do you have for Muscles McGee?
I don't really know, to be honest. hope that they're happy with their life and they feel like they're achieving something in the greater scheme of things, and that their existence will actually mean something after they're dead, and it won't be like they never existed.
What are you talking about? Okay, I have a question for Muscles McGee. Do you like playing with your hammer?
I was thinking you were going to say something else, but do you just say something but mean something else?
Mjolnir is his hammer.
Oh, your double entendre.
Yeah, double entendre.
But does he like playing with his hammer? So
Do you like swinging about? Do you let it all hang out? He's letting it all hang out right now, listeners.
you can't even describe what he's doing because
It is
it's
a
happening.
steaming episode right now here at the Dork Seduction. I don't know what to say. Ma petit chauffeur. Okay.
Chris, what are your questions to Muscles McGee?
Okay.
Let's take a couple more and then we can wrap it up.
I
Okay.
still have a point to make after this, but then we can wrap it up.
Alright.
Chris Hemsworth, one Chris to another Chris. Give us the dirty details. Is this new film off or is it on? Oh, it's on. It's not just on though, is it? No, he's shaking his head. But we won't say what it is. Okay, we're just gonna allow you guys to put 2 and 2 together there.
Alright, let's have a closing statement.
No. Oh, yeah, okay, my closing statement is that, you know what? There is one bad thing about Marvel movies, is that you know the hero always wins. So I think we should let the villain win occasionally, because I saw Loki as the hero of, Avengers. Getting everyone to unite and submit to one person, there would be less aggro. We wouldn't argue with each other.
No.
And
That sounds a lot like your dictator plan.
No,
So-
Tom, face it. Look, he was against them. He was just really shit at his job, and you're trying to defend him because he's beautiful. That's all there
I'm
is
trying
to
to
it.
defend him because he's like a puppy dog in like the first Thor movie when he's confronting Hannibal Lecter, also known as Odin.
When did Hannibal Lecter come into this?
Odin
Oh,
is played by
man.
Anthony Hopkins.
That character's got
Odin, who
history.
is Thor's dad and Loki's
Okay, I zoned
adopted
out a
dad.
while ago, so should we wrap this up?
No, I'm not done yet.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we should all unite and submit to this one person because I think the world would be a better place.
Still sounds like you're trying to be Hitler.
I didn't say kill people. I didn't say I was a racist. I just
Yeah,
say
it's like the
submit.
politically correct Hitler.
Makes so much damn sense now.
So many people have been comparing me to Hitler lately. It's just starting to get quite annoying.
It's only been me.
No, Matt's
No?
done it a couple of times.
Okay, so I must be right then.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way, Matt wanted to be here tonight. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Before
be
we
here
wrap
in
up, I just want to let you know
spirit
Matt
or
wanted to
astral
be here
projection.
tonight, and he's really upset because he loves Marvel, but he's busy robbing graves.
That sounds like our man.
Alrighty. So I haven't been on this podcast for a while. How do you sort of finish the recording? How do you sign off?
We
Well,
we thank a few people like Harvey Weinstein and the cereal shop in Kingston.
Do you want to thank the people now?
Oh yeah, you know the names of the people that work there. The cereal shop in Kingston. The
Why are
cereal
we
bar it's
mentioning
called.
the cereal
we
bar
wanna-
in
we wanna-
Kingston?
Because if we
we-
give them a quick plug, they might give us free cereal.
But why the cereal bar in Kingston?
Because they're in the
that's-
film.
They are in, that's my point.
Oh yeah, they're in the film.
Mm-hmm.
But should we give them the spoiler? They're in the. Actually, no, we don't want to get them in trouble. We don't want to get them.
Maybe,
owners
yeah,
of the cereal
under
bar in trouble.
contract,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
they're under contract. We can't get them in trouble, so we can't tell you what they told us. But by the time this airs, the movie would have come out, so you already know that.
I'm sure nobody knows they're in that film.
Yeah, but no, shh. Spoiler. So we can't tell you, but by the time this come out, you already know.
So
That, Loki comes in and takes over the world, and we're all
Shall
cool with it.
we sign off the recording then?
No. We thank people.
Yeah.
Who are you thanking?
I'm thanking. I would burp, but I can't burp. I don't really have a statement. It's just gas.
Okay.
I thank gas.
Yeah. I thank Kevin Feige for giving us the universe, along with Avi Arad and Joss Whedon, because Joss Whedon deserves to be worshipped every single day. Joss Whedon should take over the world.
Oh, this is just another podcast for another day.
Okay. Right. All right. So Chris.
I would like to thank Albert Einstein for this famous quote. try not to become a man of success or woman, but rather try to become a man or woman of value.
I think that's where this podcast should end.
Oh, and Muscles McGee would like to say bye by just letting it all hang out. He's just presenting himself to
Just
us
waving
now.
with his hammer.
He's just presenting himself to us now. So I think it's all going to get a bit freaky. So
we should probably turn off the recording.
Say bye.
I'm going to go gay. Okay. You guys I'll see you guys later, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.